guys, I'm Tracy.
And I'm Andy.
And we have made it to Fantasy Suite
what a
Week,
fantastic...
which means that hiding under Peter's plate for every dinner is a card that he then hands to the woman.
Oh my gosh.
They do that every time now, as if like we don't know where the card is.
I know.
It's like blah, 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 go have sex.
Get to it.
Before we get into the Fantasy Suite dates, we start where we left off in the hangar on the edge of our seat because Madison, in her mind, was about to tell him she's saving herself. Nope, that's not what she did. Instead, she says, Peter, if you basically are intimate with the other women, I don't know if I will be able to move forward with you.
Right.
And I love how he's just like, wait, so what are you saying? And she's like, I'm pretty sure what I said was clear, but just in case, don't have sex with them or I'll leave. And he's like,
what are you saying right now?
I need you to tell it to me clearly. She's like, basically, P and G, no me.
Oh, that's what, good. Make a t-shirt.
That's what, there it is. So that's basically what she says. And he's like, helicopter to Mopesville, like,
Back
the
to the mayor's
only
seat.
reason Victoria F is here is so that I can sleep with her.
I mean, honestly, at
like,
this point, right?
Basically. And then they fly all the way to Gold Coast, Australia. And you know what was the biggest gift of this date?
Peter's legs and shorts.
Oh, loved him. But I actually was gonna say his Australian accent.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
we're down under, eh?
Peter, no.
Peter, stop while you're not ahead. Here was the very interesting thing. All the women stayed in a room together.
Oh, yes. Oh, boy, did they milk that.
First of all, Madison's in there, and she's just like, this is my room, and it's great. And then, excuse me, who's that? Hannah Ann.
What?
What are you
in the
doing?
same
What are you
room?
doing in my room? And she's like, this is my room. And then,
Knock, knock,
you know, it'd
knock.
be worse than two people in a room. They're all sharing the room.
And here's how it is when they're in there. Pretty much, that's what it's
So
like.
that's what it was in there the entire time.
They really milked it.
So anyway, the first one-on-one goes to Hannah Ann.
Yay.
And they go jet skiing.
Yeah.
Splish splash, I was taking my bed.
Time out, get on with me.
Yeah, splish splash, we were taking a bite.
All
Jet
the things you
skiing
could do in Australia, it's like, cool,
Well,
jet
they saved the
skiing.
cool thing for Madison's date, I
yeah,
thought.
that's true.
But anyway, she like says, as if she knew that Madison had said to him this ultimatum thing. She didn't know yet, and she said, just know, no matter what happens this week with the other women, I will stand by your side. Which is a direct like, boom, boom, boom,
Like,
Madison.
do what you want to do.
Because I'm not like a regular girlfriend. I'm a cool girlfriend.
I'm cool. Hannah Ann.
The cool girlfriend. Okay, so then we go to dinner, and then Hannah says that she sees Peter as her future husband.
And out from the plate.
Oh, what? Excuse me, what do I have under my meal that I didn't eat? And so then she's like, oh, I guess I had no idea this was coming. Sure, I want to stay in the room with you. And then that's when we get the steamy hand on the bathroom
right out of
wall.
Titanic.
What could they possibly be doing in there? And I actually think what they're doing in there is I think the producer's like, Peter, put your hand on the wall now and slide it down.
Terrific. Now we're leaving. You guys have fun.
Great.
Again, I'm getting confused with the stuff that we do know already and the stuff that we're just learning. Like, I feel like this whole episode we already knew everything.
You know the one thing that we still don't know is who does she say, don't let her go.
Classic
we
mom.
don't know about. So then it's time for the second one-on-one. It's Victoria F. So Victoria F goes on her date and they fly, obviously, because we don't have enough flying scenes with Peter. They went to the falls.
Goldwana Coast, Forest, whatever.
Loved it, loved it, loved it. Okay, they have their one of many conversations where they decide.
But their conversations are like just talking in a circle. Sorry
Oh my
to cut
God,
you off.
no, that's exactly what it is.
It's like a helicopter kind of.
He's like, I need you to open up to me. And she's like, I have problems opening up. And he's like, that's why I need you to open up to me. And she's like, yes, and I have problems opening up.
Play a drinking game next time you're watching. How many times does she touch her hair? I can't do it. But I don't want to do it. I don't know what to do and I'm with you and I'm with you. I don't know what to do and I'm with you and I'm with you.
We're cool. And then he's like, the cool thing about our relationship is that we've been through it and we got out on the other side.
What have they really been through?
Nothing!
She left.
You know what they've been through? Marissa with the news on the breaking up of the marriage.
Just be careful with her. I like your Gap jacket or whatever she said.
Anyway, back at the hotel, we get a meanwhile. They don't say it, but I knew that that's what's happening. Madison and Hannah Ann. And Madison was just like, well, I basically told him that I don't feel comfortable with him sleeping with you two. Essentially is what she says.
And Hannah Ann says,
I don't like that. In her head, she's not saying that out loud. So anyway, back at dinner with Victoria, she's like, we have more to talk about. And she's like, didn't we just talk about this? But they talk about it more, and we're all taking our second glass of wine while we're watching this. But then, you're not gonna believe this.
wait, what?
Under his plate, card!
Oh, and what happened?
Well, you better believe she said, yes, please.
Here we go.
And then, you know, it was interesting, we didn't see him wake up with Hannah Ann, but
Oh,
we
geez.
did see him wake up
But
with
we
Victoria.
all know that wasn't them waking up.
Okay, come on in with the cameras. What an amazing
What are
night.
you guys doing
Oh
here?
my God, I look perfect? Oh my God, that's so weird. That's how I always wake up.
This is what life's gonna be like.
Yeah. So they clearly did it and had a good time. And great. She says that she loves Peter and was crying so much that they wouldn't offer her a tissue.
Oh,
so she
what
took
was
up
with
her
that? I
dress.
was like, what is going
She
on
took
right
She
now?
literally like took her dress and was just like, just like
That's how much
someone
she's
hand
in
a
love.
woman a tissue. So she says that she
Get that
loves
girl
him.
some tissues because she's got some issues.
I mean, are we just like a t-shirt company? Then we go to one-on-one with Madison. Looked like a really cool date, which was Sky Point. And I love, you know, when they do something like this, you know, she's gonna say something like, you know, I just feel like now, like, this has taken our love to new heights. So then, fast forward to dinner. She finally tells him she is saving herself till marriage.
Right.
If he
Is
was
intimate.
intimate with the other women, she wouldn't be able to move forward. She knows he's had sex.
Right.
That was
That's what
like-
I was saying the whole time. Like
Yeah.
when he went to the hometown and met her parents and her family and everyone, it's like, this guy's the sex guy.
Right. But I guess if you think about what she said, which is, it's hard for me to picture getting engaged to you knowing that 6 days earlier,
Which I love.
you
That was
were
such a great way to
intimate with
say it.
another
I was
woman.
like, totally.
Yeah, eventually he basically says, well, here, I'm gonna be straight up with you. Like, yeah, I was intimate with the other women. She walks away and she is devastated. And this is what I did not like. Then he goes after her and then they're standing there and they're doing the thing where he's like so much taller and he's like leaning on her forehead. And he's like, please, you can't go, don't walk away. And I'm thinking to myself, well, yes, she can walk away. You basically did the exact opposite
Of what
she
she asked
asked for you to do. So like, her walking away wouldn't be the craziest thing. She leaves and they definitely don't go to the fantasy suite, but we don't really know what happens.
No.
So then we get this tease and I thought it was gonna be immediately women tell all, but it wasn't. We see Victoria F. and Hannah Ann waiting at like the little rose ceremony. They're like, where's Madison? What does it all mean?
I don't know. We got to watch next week.
A big thanks to you all for watching.
And make sure to tune in next week to follow all our comments down below.
Follow all our comments.
Yeah, because
down
we're
below.
commenting next week. Win me.
And comment below to tell us what you think.
Bye.
Hey, we're down under, eh?